Good morning, everyone. It's Miss Wright with your phonics lesson for today. Now, yesterday I was so impressed with all of the work you did on your Best Bet A's. So well done. Give yourself a fantastic. Now, today's lesson, we're going to continue on the Best Bet route, but we're going to be looking at the best bet for the E sound. Let me open up what you've got at home. Okay then, so today we're going to look at the 3 best bets for the E sound, okay? And again, you might be thinking, how do I know which one to use? If I've got a word with an E sound in, which is my best bet to getting the word spelled correctly? Okay, so the first graphemes we're going to look at is the EE grapheme, so peep at the sheep, and EA, mean bean. Now, these are the most common ways of spelling the E sound. So they're usually found in the middle of your word. So when you sound out your word and the E sound is sat in the middle, these might be the first ones you're going to have a go at, okay? So we can see them in words like, oh, make sure you've got your 2 fingers up and you're helping me sound this out. Ch, eek, cheek, screens, or eat, sweet, okay? But you can also see the EA grapheme in words like eans, beans, or or squeal, and ease, please, okay? So if you weren't sure which grapheme to use, these are the ones you'd try first. The next grapheme we're going to have a little bit of a go at is the Y, okay, so dirty nappy. And this grapheme is usually found at the end of a word, okay? So if you're sounding out a word and you hear that E sound right at the end, it's more than likely going to be the Y making the E sound. And you can see it in words such as, or make sure you've got your 2 fingers at the ready, E, happy, E, dirty, E, nappy, okay? And you'll usually, like I've said before, find them at the end of the word. Another grapheme that we could use for the E sound is the E split diagraph, okay? So don't delete, just complete. And this grapheme is usually found in the middle of a word, but this is the least common way of writing the E sound, okay? But you can find it in lots of different words. You can find it in words like the ease, these, or theme, but this is the least common, okay? So as you're working through your different graphemes, this will be one of the last ones you choose. Now, the next one is the most rare, okay? So it's the EY grapheme, okay? And again, this is usually found at the end of the word, but we can see it in words like turkey, or chimney, trolley, okay? So you do find it in lots of words, but it is the most rare way of spelling the E sound. Okay, let's do a little bit of a recap. So when we hear the E sound in our word, we're going to work through each grapheme systematically, so in order, until we find the one that looks right. So I know that the very best bet is to use the EE, so peep at the sheep, or EA, mean bean. They're the first ones that I'm going to try. Now, if those don't work and I can hear the E sound at the end of the word, I'm going to use the Y grapheme, so dirty nappy, okay? If that still doesn't work, you might have a go at using the split diagraph E, okay? So don't delete, just complete. If it really is not working, none of them look quite right, you might want to try the EY grapheme, but that really is the last one to be having a go at. Let's try some. Okay, so the first word I've got is green. So I can hear the E sound in the middle of the word, okay? Now, I've got a couple of different options here, okay? So I've got the E split diagraph, and already I'm thinking, no, it doesn't look quite right. And I know that it's not my best bet for spelling the word green, okay? And this one at the bottom, green, the E sound is in the correct place in the word, but I'm not sure that that looks quite right. What do you think? The final one is green. And I do think this one looks right. And I have to admit that I've seen green in lots of places before. And I'm sure it's got a double E in the middle. Okay. I also know that the double E grapheme for peep at the sheep is the most common way of spelling the E sound. So I think it's this one here. What do you think? Now then, I've left a couple for you to be getting on with, okay? So I've got sadly, and a couple of different ways of spelling it. I've got Steve. Once you've done those ones, I want you to have a go at the ones on this sheet, okay? And all of them are missing their E sounds. And remember that you can represent that E sound by using lots of different digraphs. So you can use the EE, the EA, the Y, or the E split diagraph. And I have been very, very cheeky. And there might be a word somewhere on this list that could be 2 different E graphemes, okay? As always, we look forward to seeing all of your work on the portfolio section of Class Dojo. We'll see you next week. Bye.